Hi there! I hope you're well. Today I'm going to update you on the SEBO Felix. As you can see, mine's a bit dirty. That's because it's been heavily used. So I've used this 113 times, having cleaned 113 properties with it. If you fully vacuumed your house once a week for a year, then that would mean it would have been used 52 times. In 2 years, that would be 104 times. So using that as a benchmark, and having used this 113 times, that means that this has had just over 2 years of use. As you can see, I've filled 7 bags in that time. And a pack of 10 bags costs around £10, so you're looking at roughly £5 a year for the bags. Now I have used an unbranded bag. All of these are SEBO bags, with the exception of this one, which was an unbranded bag. Absolutely identical in every way to the SEBO bag, and it performed in the same way too. As you can see from that, there is absolutely no debris, or the filtration system on the bag has worked absolutely fine. Nothing has got through. When you pat these, nothing comes out. So the unbranded bags have worked fine. If we take a quick look at the manual, when it comes to the filters, this is on page 10. It tells you when you should change the filter bag and when you should change the exhaust filter. The manual says that the motor filter should be changed when it is dirty or when you've filled 20 bags. So far I've only filled 7, but let's have a look and see what the motor filter's like at the moment. Now I don't know about you, but that doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can bring it in so that you can see it a bit clearer. See, that's pretty good. It doesn't look dirty at all. It looks a little bit grey, and there's a tiny little bit of dirt just in the groove there, but other than that, it's pretty good. If I was to tap that, nothing comes out of it. So that's in pretty good condition. These are supposed to be changed when these are dirty or after 20 bags, and as I say, that's pretty good. So I'm not going to be changing that at the moment. Now what we haven't had a look at is the exhaust filter. The manual says that the exhaust filter, which is this one, should be changed after every 2 changes of the motor filter, the one we've just had a look at. So let's have a look at, I think if I remember rightly, that slides that way to undo and just clips off. That slides off and just clips off. So these just clip off to release the exhaust filter. And then this just pops out, as I recall. Now that's black. That is black. But that's not dust from the machine. That's kind of like, well, it's the exhaust. It's like stuff from the motor, and I don't know whether that is I have no frame of reference to work on with this, so I don't know whether that's something that should be changed or not. So if somebody out there has one of these SEBO Felixes, maybe you could let me know whether you would consider that to be ready for changing or not. Or if SEBO, maybe you could get back to me and let me know whether that's ready for changing or not. I mean, on that side, it's absolutely fine. So nothing's getting through, and the machine isn't straining, but that is pretty grim. Okay, let's pop this back in. I've never actually taken this out fully, so this could be interesting. Nothing else, at least you get to see the exhaust filter being taken off and checked. No wonder that was harder to put on. Don't make this mistake. In case you haven't gathered, I have made the mistake because I've wrapped it round there, which is why it was harder to put back in. Okay. I've actually wrapped it around the top release, so let's free that up so that I don't do that again. Mistakes in action, there we go, that's going in a lot easier now. Learn from my stupidity. There you go, so that's back on. Just have to put these restraining clips back on now. And these should just clip in, and they do. And then this one on the top. Slide it round underneath there, otherwise it won't lock in. And these, you just pull it towards you and it locks back in. So that's back in place. Now in terms of these unbranded brushes, I do use the other tool that came with it, which is the Upholstery / Stair tool, and I love that, it does a great job. I just keep that in my caddy in the car. This is a brush that I bought, it's an unbranded brush to fit a SEBO. It's adjustable, so you can either have it that way, or you can have it in more of a hook position for getting on top of things. And I've used this a lot. If you've seen my shark videos, I'll put a little card up there so that you can see what I mean. And I was very despondent with the tools with the shark. Granted, this didn't come with the SEBO, but it is identical to the branded SEBO brushes. And as you can see, the bristles are bearing up really well. In fact, they're really lovely. They do a really good job. What I do find is weird is when the suction is high, these bristles do pull in and it does trap dust here. So you just have to turn the suction down on the control on the vacuum handle. This is one that I bought before I bought this. I bought a pack of 2 of these, and it's a radiator brush, and it's to fit on the edging tool, and they do fit. It fits very snugly on there, and it is quite useful. The air passage goes into there on each side, so you do have to be aware of that when you're using it, and make sure that you move this way so that stuff can get trapped and sucked into there. But again, very good, I like that. It gets into lots of little nooks and crannies. Yeah, they're not going to last brilliantly, but it is doing a good job. So those are the unbranded brushes that I've bought as additional extras for this vacuum. Now there's one feature with this that I do think is absolutely outstanding, and I am going to do a separate video on this. But this here might look like nothing. This is the edge that you go up to any edges with, and those stuff just gets sucked in and trapped into there. And what they've done is very clever, because they've designed the brush in such a way that it takes the dirt in and sucks it into the vacuum. So it's very clever, very well done, SEBO. This is a brilliant aspect to this vacuum. It saves so much time doing edges where skirting boards are, that kind of thing. Superb feature on this vacuum. Now overall, the machine is bearing up really well. It's in very good condition. If we take a quick peek underneath, you can see it's in good condition. There will be a few little polystyrene balls drop out because of a video I've just made using this machine and several others. However, you can see the brush, yes, there's a little bit of stuff trapped around it, but by and large, it's doing very well. It's in very good condition. The underside of the machine is in good condition too. This plate protects, this metal plate does a lot of protecting in terms of protecting the underside of the machine. It catches on a lot of stuff and lets you know that if there's any protrusions on the floor. So this is a nice design. And the plastic itself is particularly hard wearing. The only snag with this machine, because of what it's made with, is it is heavy. Compared to the Shark NV601 UK, the one that I've been reviewing before this weighs about double that. So if you do struggle with a heavy machine, you might find it hard work. It is quite light on the floor when you've actually got it in operation. The plus side with this being heavy is it does stick to the carpet well. If the carpet and the pile is particularly, if it's got moved in a certain direction or stuck in a certain direction, it makes the head judder. This just plows over it and does a really good job. One of my only grievances with this machine, apart from this ridiculous parquet floor head, my only real grievances are the switches. I have mentioned before this power switch, and your fingers do slide over it when it's in operation. It's not the best, it doesn't feel sturdy, and it does move around. As you can see, it's not great. However, it is functioning. But switches seem to be their weak point. because this is the brush on off tool, so it lights up when the machine is moving. It's green, the brushes are moving. It's green when the brushes are rolling, and it's red when they're off, or amber. And you press it with your foot, or you can press it with your finger. I want it to click when I press it. I want to hear it and feel it move. It's not great, isn't that? It's not great. What I would say about the SEBO Felix is, I do get the feeling that this machine is going to last, and last well. The only other thing that I find a little bit odd is just how small this handle is. I mean, it is tiny compared to other vacuums. Because of this shiny plastic, if this is going to cause my hands to blister in the warmer summer months, when my hands are rubbing against it, look how filthy they are from that exhaust bag, sorry about that. But I do wonder if that's going to make them blister. It's one of those things, time will tell, but that is a very small handle. It's not uncomfortable, but it is small. If you were to ask me whether I would recommend this machine, overall I would have to say yes. I am really happy with it. It does do a cracking job on the floors. I don't have any complaints from any of my customers, so what can I say? If you want a good, reliable, solid machine, SEBO Felix could be the one for you. Okay, I hope you like that. If you know anything about the exhaust filters, please let me know. I will be doing another video to show you how the edging aspect of that power head works, because it is superb. And that's all for now, so please give this video a like and share it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll let you know when I'm posting some new videos. Hope you're having fun. Cheers, bye.